Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a LEGO Ninjago set review. Today we are looking at set number 71755. This is the Temple of the Endless Sea, and this is going to be available on August the 1st here in North America for $99.99 USD or $139.99 Canadian, but this set is already available in the rest of the world, which is how that I got it, and I actually imported it from a Bricklink store, which you could find linked down below in the description. And this is actually based off of the latest season of Ninjago, season 14 of the show. That's right, season 14. The island was just a special. It's not its own season. This is officially season 14, not 15. So you don't have to comment it. Anyways, but without further ado, let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at this beautiful playset. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness. As I'm building this thing, the whole time I'm just thinking, it's Atlantis. It's literally just a beautiful Atlantis build that I just want to repurpose for Aquaman. Like, I'm just so jealous that we've never gotten a set like this, but it is phenomenal. It is such a cool looking set. The color scheme here, it's just so consistent, and I love the turquoise throughout all of it, as well as the gold trims and some of the part usages as well in the set. It is amazing. And the rocks, the rock formations, there's so much to go through with this set, but it is actually a modular, so what you could do here if you wanted is you can kind of customize this however you want. If you want to put this tower over there, maybe, let's try and do that. You take the tower, you connect it like that, which you'll see closer up in a second. So you can go ahead and connect that there and move things around if you wanted to. It's up to you how you want to display your temple. So this is really, really neat, and it's up to you. Like, it's just such a cool idea that you can customize it and take different sections of it. But we're gonna go section by section here from left to right of the original build. So we're going to take a look at this lab build here, and it just separates just really easily like that. So this is the little laboratory, and I love the little water effect here that they've got going on using those rail pieces in trans blue. Looks great, and the window there is really cool looking as well with the turquoise trim. Spinning it around, you have a turquoise and gold patterned carpet there, or I don't really know. I guess just the carpet would be soaking wet underwater, but you've got a couple of different bottles and things like that, as well as a dagger stored there, so that's kind of interesting. But this, I believe, is meant to be Glutinous's lab. Here is Wojira, the sea serpent, and my goodness, this is such a beautiful design. Oh my goodness, I couldn't get over it as I'm building. I'm like, this is the greatest. This is one of the greatest sets, I think, for Ninjago. It is so cool. I love playsets, so I'm really biased. But even this, if it was its own set, I would have bought it, because the techniques here that they built and that they used to build this is phenomenal. And there's a really cool play feature. So here, unfortunately, there's no spot to put the storm amulet. You can only put one amulet, and also you can't have anywhere for Calmar to actually ride it. So a little disappointed about that. Could have been a little bit bigger so that you can kind of expand it and have that ability to do both those things. So bit of a shame there. But anyways, here is the wave amulet, and it connects there and can be, I guess, swapped out for the storm amulet, since there's only one if it decides to let go. But yeah, it just clamps on there, and we'll take a closer look at that in a second. But yeah, this is Wojira. And like I was saying before, there's a really cool play feature. So in the back here, you have this little dial, and you can see all these chains tied up to these little trident builds. And what you do is you actually just turn it, and it will pop off the side little chain builds. So that's really neat. Wojira breaks free that way. So I really love that play feature. I'll show you it from behind. So all you do here is you just turn this little knob, and it breaks off the chains. While we're back here, though, let's take a look at the tail, which is really nice with those two stickers there, as well as this back tail there, which can kind of rotate a little bit there to the left and the right, and then on a little ball joint there in the back as well. So you could really do like some serious damage, like smashing down on some of the ninja. And also, I just want to point this out. Maybe you didn't know this, but these little arches, and I had no idea either, these little curved pieces, there's a left and a right version, which I had no clue that there was. But if you're like me, a little bit OCD, I like to cover up the holes. So when I was going through and actually building them, I tried my best to hide these little holes. There's a left and a right version, but the holes are the only thing that's different about them. Not that I expect the instructions to say anything. And here's the mouth, and it also has a really cool play feature, this rubber mouth attack. So it actually will snap back down It is so cool the way that that works there with the little rubber there. There's some rubber parts in the back, and it'll snap back into place. It won't make a clamping sound unless you hit. It's not very loud, but anyways, I love that. And the detail on the face is so creepy. Look at that. And some of the scales on the front there, and even some of the scales here on the side. Really, really cool. And these there as well, the little coral pieces for like, I just love the detail. The part usages here and the stickers, just they complement each other so extremely well. And the head is actually on a joint there, so you can kind of angle it from side to side. And like I should have showed before, you can actually break free completely, just popping Wojira off there. And yeah, free to swim off. And as promised, here is the Wave Amulet, and it is the exact same as the Storm Amulet, which you're going to see in a second, but it's got this glittery trans blue there, which just looks so neat. It is so extremely detailed and can be held by minifigures. And here's, I guess, what you could consider the main part of the build. Very beautiful. Again, those horn pieces there, all facing that way so I can cover up the holes, but I love the arch there that you've created with that. It is so beautiful. The different turquoise highlights throughout this whole thing is really, really neat. Some of the part usages as well. The metal beard pieces there in gold being brought back here looks so neat as like a column pillar. It's really, really beautiful. Let's go on in. So here's the bottom level of this beautiful part of the temple, I guess the main build. And you've got a bunch of different gold steps going up, as well as some, like, I guess, crumbled parts with the studs. It's really, really beautiful. And at the top here, I love the trim there as well with those stickers. But there is actually a play feature here that when you push a part here in the back, you activate a booby trap there with some of the spikes sticking out. Very, very Indiana Jones-esque. But spinning it around here, you could see what activated that there. You have, underneath the Storm Amulet here, you have this little disc launcher, which all you do is push forward and it launches it out there. And this can actually be completely removed, and you could see the Storm Amulet there in all of its glory in this like dark purpley glitter color. Really, really beautiful, and it's on this desk with a bunch of gold ingots as well as some of the like studs. And again, the pillars are really beautiful. You've also got this little like flag piece there that has a sticker on it. In the back, you've also got a bust of someone, not sure, like an explorer or something, I guess, that's sunk to the bottom of the sea. And here's the top part of the tower. You've got some stickers there on those two pillars, as well as a beautiful scroll there. One of these scrolls that Calmar is going around to find out more on Wojira, which just looks amazing. I love the sticker there, and just the scroll builds are always amazing. On the top, you've got one of those like singing fish that you would put on a wall. That's pretty funny. And then here you've got, I don't know, some popcorn or something, as well as like a bottle there or a potion. And also the little gate build there on the front is really cool, and I just want to point that out. I love the way that they have that going to create like a rail, as well as these tridents on the side are really neat. And the top part here with the sticker as well as the woo hat looks really cool. I love the whole aesthetic there. To the right of that, there's this cute little build here, and there's a sticker on that Nexonite shield, and then you've also got a little water piece there as well. But what I really love is inside there's this little clam, and inside the clam they include one of the fishbowl Mysterio heads there in the color that was included in Sesame Street. And this is meant to be a pearl inside the clam. Like, that's so cool. And here is the last little side build, and it's a cool looking little tower. Again, the turquoise is so beautiful with these little pillar pieces there, and these bricks being used that looks so nice. The water is really cool. You got little bubbles there on each side. They're a little bit different. You've also got a trident and this large harpoon gun, I guess, which you're meant to actually shoot at Wojira, and you do that by, I'm trying not to lose it here, but you just push down and the missile will launch, and you've got like a spear or something. I guess that's what you're actually shooting up at Wojira. And then spinning it around here, you could see that it's actually a little prison cell, and the lights are really cool. I don't know if I pointed those out before in the other build, but it's really beautiful. And there's two ways to actually pop this off. One way is just to pull down and lift and break out of the prison like that. Or what you could do here is you could actually just push on this, pushing it forward, and it will actually launch off the door. So that's really cool. Cute little play feature. So I'll show you again. Could really make that thing go flying. So that's what it looks like there on the other side. Got the same shield piece from the other build. And on the top there is a sticker, which is just a cool unnecessary little detail. Lifting it up though, inside there's a couple of, like, I guess, things that have sunk into the bottom of the ocean. You've got a sword, as well as a gunmetal gray flintlock. So here is Kai's little sub, and it's actually the exact same design as the other subs that appear in other sets, 2 of them in the Hydro Bounty and 1 in the Water Dragon, and it's neat. I like that they have different colors, and each of them actually have the respective ninja's logo on the side, and it says their special powers. So here, this elemental power, of course, is Kai. It's fire, and it says fire there in the Ninjago alphabet. And I like the little blades there underneath the machetes. And then you've also got here these little fins that can open up on the sub. And of course, you could dock this in the Hydro Bounty, which we do have a review of already. And on the back, you could spin that classic Ninjago piece, and this dome will actually lift up, allowing you to actually put Kai inside, fins and all there. The other little build here, and it's one piece, but it is actually a manta ray included here. What a beautiful looking design. I love the texturing there, and the red eyes as well is really, really cool looking. And this is such a beautiful piece. Introduced from City last year. I love getting it here in the Ninjago set. And here is the Nrg Nya, and what a crazy looking build, and the figure you're gonna see when I remove this, but the hidden side piece there in dark blue and the trans blue looks absolutely amazing. And she's also got a bunch of those little water pieces that are included throughout the set like you saw before, and it is just such an amazing looking figure. But let's take her off here. So if you don't know how the Mysterio piece, the hidden side piece works, you can actually put a minifigure inside there. Spinning her around here, you could see what it looks like. She's got the Outrider neck attachment there, so she can have the 4 little water effects coming out of her back there from behind. And of course, she does have these 2 Power Blast pieces, which are always hit and miss for me, but hard to do there with the arms out. But let's take all this off. And I left the hairpiece on just so you could see the beautiful new transparent glitter like you saw with the wave amulet. And the torso there is just so incredible looking. The effect that they've got going on with the printing going down to the legs, onto the torso, as well as the transparent arm there. Looks really, really beautiful. And this face is just so incredibly detailed for Nya on that light medical blue, I call it. And the face expression is just, wow, really powerful. And on the back, no face printing, unfortunately, but she does have her logo there in the swirl of like water. And here is Kai in his scuba outfit from this season, and he's got some black flippers as well as this brand new breathing oxygen tank there, which is really interesting because it actually has a spot for you to put the katana. And funnily enough, if you look, the blade would go right through the oxygen tank. So how does that work, LEGO? I would love to know how he's actually breathing underwater with that going straight through. The helmet, though, can lift off very easily, and you can see his back face expression, and it almost covers the mouth there, but I really love the torso because it actually has a symbol in behind all the scuba gear. And you can see here it's actually attached at the hips, not just at the neck. So you've got these little buckles. But removing that, you can see the front printing a lot better, as well as the back printing here. So here's Prince Benthomar, the most sought after figure in this set because he is actually exclusive here. And I love this figure. Such amazing printing there on the legs, the torso, as well as the face. Like, look at the face. My goodness, it's amazing. I love how they just captured his character so well. And I'm so glad that they brought the LEGO Batman movie Joker hair back. They've been using it in the show for a bit, and I'm glad that it's here in black. Looks absolutely amazing. And taking off the hair, you could spin him around. You could see that he's got this really angry expression there on the back. And speaking of his back, he does have a spot to actually attach his little weapon. So that's really neat that he can actually attach that. But taking that off, you could see the back printing there and how like the chains carry over there from the front. And here is Prince Calmar. What an amazingly detailed figure. I love this new headpiece that they created for him, as well as the torso printing that carries over down below is just absolutely phenomenal with like the coral stripes, and the chains are just so cool as they continue on into the back here. And look at the head from behind and the bottom tentacles. Oh my goodness, so amazing. And his like trident build unfortunately is not in coral like it would have been if they actually went to have it be more accurate. And his eye color as well is not accurate. It's supposed to be green. Here is Glutinous, and I can't look at him on the stand, unfortunately, so we're going to have to look at him down here. But it is an amazing looking figure. I really love the torso printing and how it is actually exclusive. He has a golden arm, as well as the bottom part just reminds me of one of the brains walking around in Jabba's palace. I definitely get that vibe there. And the arm parts there are actually really interesting there that they use to create the feet, but you can bend it down if you wanted to make him, of course, be a little bit taller, or you can position him on an angle if you wanted to. It also comes with a magnifying glass, which actually does work. See that? How it's zooming in there and spinning it around. You can see that there's actually this little lantern build, and there's a gem there, a crystal. So I like how they actually filled the actual lantern instead of just having it be a transparent piece like the cylinders. That is normally what they do. They could have left it just black because it's completely covered, but LEGO went above and beyond and designed a whole back printing for him. And the last figure in the set is actually two Mare guards, and they both have two different weapons. So here is one of the variants there with that one weapon, and here is the other. I really love getting that dragon piece in black. That's really neat. And the recolor there for the head is really impressive. I love the turquoise there mixed in with the black. Wish we could have gotten one of the translucent green ones or something like that, or some eye printing. It's a bit lacking, but the torso and the leg printing is phenomenal. But taking that off, you can get a better look at the torso printing on the front and on the back. But there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Temple of the Endless Sea set. I really love this set a lot. It's really beautiful. I love the color scheme, and the figures that you're getting here are really great as well. But that build for Wojira is just something to behold, I think. And you're getting both the amulets in the set as well. Even if you can't actually connect them to Wojira, it's still really neat that you can get them both in here. But anyways, everyone, I'd love to hear your thoughts about this set. What do you think of it? And are you going to be picking this up already or on August the 1st? But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.